everyone, I'm Katie Nolan. Welcome to the Garbage Time Halloween Special. Do you like my costume this year? I'm dressed as Terry Crews, the star of World's Funniest and Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I look pretty good, right? Yeah. We got a great show planned, and we'll get into that soon. But speaking of Halloween, you know what really scares me? How hard it is for women like me to have our voices heard in sports media. You know how frustrating it is to be overshadowed by some dumb ex-jock just because he has huge muscles, is incredibly handsome, and played in the NFL for like 3 seasons? This show is different. This show is for the young women out there. Women like me.
Whoa, is that you, Katie? You look great. What do you think of my costume?
Wait, are you supposed to be dressed as me?
Pretty good, right? Wow, my hair smells good.
You look nothing like me. You know what? This is dumb. You start the show. Can we start the show, please?
Hey guys, welcome to Garbage Time. I'm your host, Terry Crews. Nope, just kidding, it's stupid Katie Nolan. That's 2 weeks in a row we've been like, this cool person's gonna host. Just kidding, it's me. Happy early Halloween, everyone. Tonight on the show, I tell scary sports stories to kids. We enter the Pick Dome, and I reveal my Halloween costume for this year. And it is very sexy, trust me. But first, everyone just got very uncomfortable. Shocking development, everyone. Greg Hardy has an anger issue. Yep, y'all saw it on Sunday. Hardy busted into a special teams huddle, shoved a coach, and then got into an argument with Des Bryant on the sidelines. Then this.
No comment. Any other questions?
What was the general
No
message
comment.
to it?
Any other questions? Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate y'all very much.
Look, we knew this. Not new or surprising. I don't really have much more to say about Greg Hardy. And also, I'm sure his teammates are more upset than we are with his behavior, and they'll totally set him straight.
You know, with Greg Hardy, he's such a passionate player, man. He just is all over the place. He's on the defensive huddle, the offensive huddle, and today he made it to special teams huddle, you know. And we like the fire and the passion out of Greg just like we like it out of Dez.
All right, you know what? I get that too. These guys are in the trenches together and they've got to present a united front, but surely, someone with some authority won't stand for this, like his coach, Jason Garrett.
Yeah, I don't think that's an issue at all. He was coming off the football field, and when that happens, you encourage guys, you get guys excited, you try to get guys ready for the next challenge. I believe from my vantage point, that's what he was doing.
Oh, that definitely could have been more harsh, but, you know, Garrett didn't have his headset on there, so it's pretty likely he didn't know what to say. And really, the owner of the team is the one who should be taking a hard stance on the guy. Hardy's making them look pretty spineless. Jerry Jones must be pissed.
I don't have any issue with him being involved in motivating or pushing any part of the football team because he plays and walks the walk. One of the real leaders on this team.
One of the real leaders. Well, considering the players, coaches, and now owner just applauded a guy for shoving a coach, I'd say being called one of the real leaders of the Cowboys is like being called one of the real rational people on First Take. Read Hardy's lips on a close-up of the video. It looks like at one point he's saying, "Help me, help me, help me." And the Cowboys had a chance to do that. A chance their chief brand officer, Jerry Jones's daughter, Charlotte, was more than happy to talk about back in March to quell the backlash from the Hardy signing.
We certainly knew that it would be sensitive. We can use this opportunity to really make a good impact and to not only raise the awareness and not only to just talk about the issues of domestic violence, but to take action.
She's right, the Cowboys could use this opportunity to really make a good impact. They also could have gone to the NFC Championship last year, but unfortunately in both cases, they dropped the ball. Technically, he did drop it. Technically. The real problem with Greg Hardy is that none of this is new. When the Buccaneers were expected to sign him in the offseason but didn't, their GM said, "At the end of the day, we didn't feel good about it." They drafted Jameis Winston. Before that, when the Panthers decided to let him go, their GM said, "Who wants a ticking time bomb?" And way before that, an excerpt from a scouting report on Hardy leading up to the 2010 draft lists, under weaknesses, also missed time due to suspension resulting from effort issues and run-ins with the coaching staff. Greg Hardy is a leader because he doesn't like being led. He needs help. Don't let Jerry Jones or Jason Garrett or anyone in the Cowboys organization fool you into thinking they support Greg Hardy. They don't. They support sacks. They'll say and do whatever they can while he's in Dallas to get him to keep devastating offensive linemen. And when he's done doing that, they'll shove him out the door a worse man than he was when he got there, thanks to their years of enabling him. And then what? Maybe Greg Hardy needs help. Consider Brandon Marshall, who had a number of issues with domestic violence in his past and found out he'd been suffering from an undiagnosed borderline personality disorder. He got help. And now he devotes his time to raising awareness for mental health issues. And he said the smartest and most informed thing anyone could possibly say about the Hardy situation.
Every game, I know there's just going to be 2 or 3 cameras in my face. Why? Because I'm a high emotion guy and because of my history. I am aware. When I look at Greg and how he's handling himself on the field and in the locker room, I see a guy that is not aware. He doesn't understand the magnitude of what happened last year, what he did, and the atmosphere surrounding the NFL.
Brandon Marshall gets it. The Cowboys and Jerry Jones do not. And I can't figure out why they don't. Luckily, I'm not the only one dumbfounded by Jerry Jones. Watch that interview again. Look at Monday Morning quarterback writer Jenny Brentis over Jones's shoulder. Her reaction to his total lack of awareness is perfect. So perfect, in fact, that I framed it, and it's gonna go on this shelf with the rest of my prized possessions that somebody bought somewhere and told me belonged to me. Can you see? I don't want Jerry's face in it. I want her face. Thank you, Jenny, for expressing what we all were feeling. And if that simple image isn't simple enough, let's make a scary situation even easier to understand with a spooky sports children's story.
Spooky sports stories.
There once was an evil old man who lived in a giant old mansion on top of a big scary hill. And he devised a wicked plan. He decided to hire a monster to help him get even richer and make all the money in the world. And that monster did awful, terrible monster things. One time, the monster was trying to hurt a girl, and the girl ran for help from the townspeople near where the monster lived. But no one would help her. She ran all the way up that big, scary hill to the old man's mansion, and she knocked on his door until he finally answered. "Oh, thank goodness," she screamed. "You need to help me, please. There's a monster out here who's trying to hurt me, and I desperately need your help." The old man looked at the girl and said, "I'm sorry, sweetheart, but that monster works for me. I support him, and I think he's a real leader."
And more spooky sports stories.
Once upon a time, a mad scientist named Dr. Frankenstein was experimenting in a lab. He wanted to take an old man and make him young again. He rebuilt the old man, starting with his neck, and finally, the man came alive. He moved very slowly like a robot, and had a giant head that was way too big for a human's body. And one day, the monster escaped. No one knew where to find him. And then, just days ago, he was spotted again, playing quarterback for the Denver Broncos.
Welcome back back to Garbage Time, guys. We're going to stop wasting time now. We all know why you're here. It's time for Delete Your Account. Delete your account! This week, I was going to tell Clippers coach Doc Rivers to delete his account when he tweeted out, "Hello, Twitter world. Thanks to Phil Jackson, who suggested I try this." Don't try this. Doc, I love you. Just quit while you're ahead. It's hard out here on Twitter for a pimp. It's hard out here for him. No? But then on Monday night, after the Baltimore loss to Arizona, our good friend Darren Ravel tweeted, "That's so Raven." Darren Ravel, I was going to tell you to delete your account, but then last night during the Mets-Royals game, Katie Nolan tweeted, "What an awful slide. One might say it was David Raw. This tweet is bad, you're right." But guess who responded? Darren Ravel. No, that's a great tweet. Hashtag I should know. Ravel, welcome to the joke. Katie Nolan, delete your account. Delete your account. Amazing. Everything was worth it. Who could have predicted that plot twist? Speaking of making predictions, every week NFL experts make their bold predictions and pick winners for all the games. And they're wrong a lot, but no one holds them accountable. So why do we keep asking them for picks if we don't care about them even being right? I don't understand.
Katie doesn't understand.
They don't. Last week, Cam Newton pointed this out, saying these pickers should have to pay when they get it wrong.
There's no danger, when somebody says it, "Oh, I'm gonna pick this team to win." If it was a pay cut, or if it was an incentive, if you make a bold statement and it goes the other way, you get deducted.
Cam, you can't fine someone for something they do in the course of their workday. Oh, whoops, your socks are a centimeter too long, that'll be $7,000, please. I don't understand how there are 136 experts tracked on NFLPickWatch.com, but ESPN's 538, which makes picks entirely based on a data system, has a better record than all the human experts. In other words, robots are smarter than humans. Who knew? They're superior to us in every way. Every way except walking. I don't understand how every Saturday a sweet old man puts on a different stinky animal head and we all just watch. A German octopus named Paul used to pick the World Cup games until it died and everyone ate it up. Oh, ate it up. That's not nice. It's a calamari joke. We replaced him with elephants eating cake and porcupines named Teddy Bear because the formula works, apparently. And because the formula works, pick segments rate. And because we need ratings here on Garbage Time, let's go to the Pick Dome.
Welcome to the Pick Dome, you pieces of I'm Katie Nolan. Packers play the Broncos this week. Call me crazy, but I think the Broncos come out ahead in this one. Pick Dome. I'm going Bengals. Next up in the Pick Dome. Actually, Garrett, can you come here for a second?
Yeah.
So you are fired, and you have to choose right now. Do you want unemployment to start immediately, or would you like to take a severance package?
Oh my gosh. I guess severance.
He's taking the severance, which means I'm taking the Patriots!
So don't blame the experts for making picks or the networks for showing them, but do hold them accountable. Start with me. Go ahead. If I get anything wrong, tweet at me and my fellow experts using the hashtag #SweetPickIdiot, and then off and do something productive with your Sunday. Also, be sure to subscribe to my new podcast where I pick 4 NFL games each week. Thanks! Also on my awesome podcast, I talk to people I enjoy a lot. The 3rd episode will be released tomorrow, and my guest is the one and only Michelle Beadle. She was amazing. We had a great time chatting about everything from Bill Simmons' Twitter advice to seeing Milli Vanilli in concert, but we also touched on some serious stuff, so here's a preview.
I have not really sat down on Sunday for an entire game this whole season. I've just been paying attention, but like we got into it today about Greg Hardy, and it's tiring. Like I'm tired of it. Yeah. Like my time is precious as well. And so when I sit on a couch and I give these people 3 hours of my day, I sort of feel like, why am I giving these people 3 hours of my day? I don't feel good about it right now. And I don't know that I ever will again. But it's a weird time. It's weird. I don't know how to reconcile the fact that I love sports, but I'm starting to dislike a lot of humans that do it.
This week on Thursday Night Football. The rejuvenated Dolphins take on the undefeated Patriots. Ryan Tannehill's coming off a record-setting week. Oh, so he should be a good matchup for Tom Brady? Is that what you want me to say? Who wrote this? Dan Campbell and the Dolphins have looked good the last 2 weeks, so he should be able to handle Bill Belichick, right? Yeah? Are we believing that? The Dolphins are seeking a big upset. Guys, who are you kidding? Do you really think the Dolphins have a chance in this game? If you think Ryan Tannehill's going to go out there and get a win this week, you are just completely out of your mind. Dolphins, Patriots. Don't you get it? The Patriots always win.
Damn right they do. Damn right they do. Welcome back to Garbage Time, guys. I'm Sexy Rob Ryan. Which means I'm just Rob Ryan, because he is sexy. I also just want you to appreciate the commitment to this bit. If I don't smile in this segment, my bad. That's because my real human hair, facial hair, will fall off, and nobody wants that, right? Anyway, it's time for ad drop. All right, we surprised you guys, and we moved it up this week. It's in the C block. What? First up, I'm going to add the Detroit Lions because they just promoted QB coach Jim Bob Cooter to be their new offensive coordinator. Jim Bob Cooter is a real person. And boy, did someone at the Detroit Free Press have some fun with that name. Phenomenal Cooter, too valuable for Lions to let go. Wow, guys. You're really putting the Cooter on a pedestal there. I can't smile. Adding the Cooter, and I'm going to drop FIFA, because the names of the guys running for president, as you can see from this Grant Wall tweet, are amazing. And it isn't fair that only one can win. Tokyo Sex Whale? I've tried that before. Prince Ali? He's from a Disney movie. Jerome Champagne for your campaign. And we got a couple other guys, Michelle Platini, Gianni Infantino, which I think is Italian for small baby man. David Naked or whatever, he's not running anymore. And Musa Ability. Like the ability to be a moose. You all win in my book, so that's why I'm dropping FIFA. Also, they're corrupt. Last up, I'm going to add, why is anyone taking me seriously, Jim Harbaugh, because of how he answered what his advice is to his kids this Halloween.
I've tried to advise them to get 2 costumes. There's to be go-getters. You can hit the neighborhood in 1 costume, and better to jog and to run from house to house. Come home, make a quick change into a 2nd costume. Come on. Go hit those same houses again.
I am totally on board with that, except the part about jogging. Sexy Rob Ryan does not jog. And now that I'm totally in on that double costume idea, I have to drop T-Rex Kid, because this is a very cute costume, and it's very frightening, but it is not conducive at all to quickly changing out of to go back for more candy. Sorry, kid, I'm dropping you. That's ad drop. So there was a World Series game tonight, obviously, and we were watching it, and man, I cannot believe that crazy thing happened, right? Something crazy happened. The game definitely happened. But because the Mets are playing in the World Series, we couldn't resist going out last night and trying to get some of their fans in the Halloween spirit by scaring them. This is Scaring Mets Fans. Katie Nolan, Fox Sports, here with the Mets fan. Are you nervous at all for your chances tonight with all the news that came out today?
I don't know the news that came out today.
I've been working all day and I literally just came here.
So Daniel Murphy missed the flight and is not in Kansas City. And so Kelly Johnson starting at second base.
You serious?
Yes.
I refuse to believe that.
Okay, well, Kelly Johnson's probably going to hit a home run because it really doesn't matter who plays second base. They just hit home runs for us.
I believe in Cespedes. I believe in Matt Harvey. The pitching is going to be...
okay, this is awkward. So you didn't also hear that Matt Harvey will not be pitching in the World Series?
I hadn't heard that until just now. Is that accurate?
Are you messing with me?
I feel like he might just show up last minute, run out on the mound.
What about the fact that Bartolo Colon is pregnant?
That scares me a little bit.
Bartolo Colon
is pregnant.
Again?
That scares me.
Yeah, I'm honestly not as surprised about that. I can see that. He has been moving a little bit slower.
That one you believe. My goal was to come out here today because it's Halloween and scare Mets fans. Did I scare you?
Oh, you got me.
Nothing that I told you today is true.
No. Oh, wow, that's good. I mean, I think I handled it pretty well.
None of it was real.
I really thought the first part was real.
I know.
I was actually scared.
Welcome back to Garbage Time, guys. I'm still Rob Ryan. Running out of time on the show, and we have to crown our Garbage Time Hero of the Week. This week, it's a monkey. He dunked the ball. What a feat of athletic achievement. What are those? Now I know why Des Bryant wanted one so bad. That's our show, you guys. Thanks so much to Terry Crews for helping us out. Thanks to Tokyo Sex Whale and Jim Bob Cooter for just being you. And thanks, as always, to Rob Ryan for being so sexy. Be safe this weekend, guys, and have a fun Halloween. Stay tuned for more garbage and more chips.
City Field stopped serving beer in the 7th inning. And it was the top of the 14th. And they had to take the subway home from Queens. They called and they won the tickets, but they were to see the Knicks play the 76ers. And